Welcome back to the channel. I'm Colin and this is a review of the Aiyima T3 Pro Phono preamp. The T3 Pro is a budget phono preamp that is available for $99. It supports both MC and MM cartridges. In this review, I'm going to share my experience with you on the T3 Pro. I will compare it to the built-in phono preamp of my Audio-Technica AT-LP7 and see if it is an improvement over the built-in preamp. So the T3 Pro has an aluminum case with laser engraved text all around it. In front, on the back, and on the bottom panel. On the side, there's a panel with holes in it. I think it's mainly for aesthetics, as the T3 Pro runs pretty cool when it's on. On the front panel, we have the gain knob, volume knob, and the power switch. A unique feature on the T3 Pro is that it has a volume control built into the device. It's not common for phono preamps to feature volume control, but it can be a convenient feature for those that plan to directly connect the T3 Pro to active studio monitors or a power amplifier. The gain and volume pots are stepped and they do feel quite nice to turn with a good amount of friction between clicks. The gain switch allows you to adjust the gain from 0 to 39 decibels, which should work well with MM cartridges with an output around 4 to 5 millivolts. At the bottom of the device, we have switches to set the T3 Pro up for MC or MM cartridges. I only have a MM cartridge to try out, so I've turned the switches in the number 9 position on, and all the others off. There's also a high-pass filter switch you can use if you hear your cartridge picking up vibrations. You also have 4 large rubber feet on the bottom to keep the T3 Pro from sliding around. Finally, on the back, we have a set of RCA inputs and a set of outputs. Here we have the grounding screw and the power inlet. The T3 Pro comes with a 12 watt, 0.5 amp AC adapter. To remove the T3 Pro from its case, you need to remove 2 screws from the back and 2 nuts under the knobs. Here's the inside of the T3 Pro. It's a quite well-packed device for $99. You can roll these 2 op amps of the T3 Pro if you want. I left them stock during my review. Looking at the space, it seems like it would be possible to fit 2 Sparkles op amps in it. So it's a good option if you want to upgrade to discrete op amps in the future. Now on my experience with the T3 Pro. I'm very happy with the overall feel and touch of the T3 Pro. The form factor is also very convenient. It's only 3.6 centimeters tall with the rubber feet. I can slide it right under my turntable. It's great for someone like me that has limited rack space. All the knobs and switches feel very tactile and well made. Paired with the AT-VM520EB cartridge and Foxy ZA3 monoblocks, I was able to get a lot of volume with the gain knob set to around the 9 o'clock position. For the volume knob, I typically use it around the 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock position with my setup. I still have a lot of headroom left, but your experience may vary depending on your cartridge, power amp, and speakers. Now onto the subjective impressions on the sound quality. I used an Audio-Technica LP7 with its stock moving magnet VM520EB cartridge, 2 Foxy ZA3 amplifiers in dual mono, and Morphodale Denton 85 speakers. Due to copyright reasons, I cannot share a recording of what I heard, but the differences are definitely noticeable. In fact, it's quite a large difference. I think even people who are not audiophiles would be able to hear the differences it made to my system. So I did a couple of A/B sessions with the internal preamp of my LP7 against the T3 Pro. The first thing I noticed was a more full body sound. There's just a bit more weight to the upper mid-range, making the sound fuller. Trying out the T3 Pro on the Eric Clapton Unplugged album, the strumming on the acoustic guitar had a lot more clarity to it, and it also felt more upfront. There's a better separation between the guitar and Eric's voice. As in this album, the guitar and vocals are placed off-center. Imaging was more precise with the T3 Pro compared to the built-in Phono stage. I also tried a newer album, Shawn by Shawn Mendes. This album has a quite heavy bass line, and playing it with the T3 Pro, I noticed better bass texture, and in the song Heart of Gold, there's a part in the song that felt like it was recorded in an open room, and there were people chanting in the background. With the T3 Pro, the voices from the background felt more distant from the vocals. Overall in this album, I heard more detail in Shawn's voice, and the overall soundstage felt less cluttered with the T3 Pro. I did record a sound demo though. Let me try to throw in a few clips, so hopefully you can hear the difference. The volumes of both clips are carefully matched. Let's hope I don't get a copyright strike.
Running from everything, running from everything.
Okay, so that was the track Heavy from the album. I've also linked it below if you're interested. The recording is actually pretty good. Overall, it's quite a big improvement in my experience. I would describe it as an overall improvement on my system, better resolution throughout the whole frequency range, and a better soundstage presentation. Switching back to the built-in preamp, everything just sounded more veiled in comparison. I think the Aiyima T3 Pro is definitely a worthwhile upgrade to my setup. It made a significant improvement in the sound quality when compared to the built-in preamp of my $800 turntable. For a $99 upgrade, I definitely think it's worthwhile. I have a feeling you might even get a bigger leap in sound quality if you are bypassing a built-in preamp of a lower-end turntable. All in all, I think the Aiyima T3 Pro is a really compelling product for just $99. I honestly couldn't think of any drawbacks of the product itself. Maybe if you have a preamp, you might want to choose a phono stage with a fixed volume output. But otherwise, I think the volume control knob is convenient and a unique feature for the T3 Pro. I would recommend the T3 Pro to those who are like me, that's still using the phono stage of your turntable. The Aiyima is likely going to be the next best upgrade for your turntable. It's cheaper than most cartridge upgrades, and I think it would be more sensible to upgrade to an external stage first, before upgrading to another cartridge. If you are considering getting a separate phono stage, I strongly suggest you try it out. If you want to purchase the T3 Pro, I've linked it in the description below. Please note that I will get a small kickback if you make a purchase using the links. It would mean a lot to me and the channel if you purchase through it. So this is the end of my review of the Aiyima T3 Pro. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Please like and share this video if you found it useful and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.